everyone, and welcome to Jack and Cat Adventures. Today we're going to be making blueberry cottage cheese bread. So let's get started. You're going to preheat your oven to 300. You're going to prep a pan with either parchment paper or one of your soap pads. You're going to need a half a cup of cottage cheese, and we're going to blend that until it's smooth. I'm doing it in my food processor. You can use your blender or food processor. And I'm going to just blend this till it's smooth. Alright, once you have your cottage cheese nice and creamy, let's move on to the next step. You're going to separate 3 eggs. You're going to take your egg whites and put them in a mixing bowl with a 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar, and we're going to beat those until they're stiff. In the meantime, we'll move on to our next steps. And you're going to need a half a teaspoon of salt. I'm going to put my glasses on because I can't see anything.
Just jump on knives.
Half a teaspoon of salt in the bowl. 3 egg yolks. Your cottage cheese. Now if you have high sugar or you're allergic to gluten, this would be great for you. It's got a lot of protein in it. Okay, now keep your spatula because you're going to need it to fold in your egg whites. Let me get this going a little bit more. Alright, you're going to need 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. And 1 teaspoon of honey if you want it a little bit sweet. And I do. I don't like bland bread. Okay, can you open that for me? Thank you. And 1 teaspoon of honey. Turn this up and let this get to stiff peaks. Alright, so you're going to make sure that your egg yolks and cornstarch, salt, and cottage cheese and honey are whisked until smooth. Doesn't take much. Alright, once your egg whites get to stiff peaks, we're going to start adding them into our mixture, and we're only going to fold them in. Do not mix. I will tell you a secret. Take a little bit of your mixture right off the top, put it in, and mix it in, okay? This is going to help you be able to fold in the rest. I don't know what it does, but it works. So I'm just going to mix this in.
Kind of tempers it is what it does.
Yeah. Alright, so now we're going to put in the rest of our egg whites, and we're going to just fold them in. Alright, so now to fold, you're going to go down the middle and over. Down the middle and over, and just keep doing that till this is well incorporated. Now, at this point, if you wanted to add a little bit more flavor, you could add some lemon zest and make it a lemon blueberry bread, which would be delicious. But I'm not doing that right now. I'm just going to add the blueberries. Alright, once it's incorporated really well, remember, gentle touch on this. You want it to be fluffy. There might be a few little white spots of egg white. Don't worry about it. You just don't want big spots. I'm using a 2-inch cookie scoop, and I'm making mine a little bit smaller than they say. So you're going to just scoop them on and do it a little far apart because I think they might spread. A little bit bigger there. Maybe add a little bit more to these. That looks good. Okay, so now we're going to put a 1/4 cup of blueberries. If you want more, put more, but push them in. And you're going to bake these for 25 to 30 minutes or until they're a golden brown.
At what temperature?
300. Alright, so here we are. I just pushed a little bit of the blueberries in. You don't deflate it, just gently push them in so they kind of get secure in there. So I'm going to put these in the oven and I'll show you when they're done. Alright, here's our finished product. You want it to be brown and firm to the touch, okay? And that's when they're done. You're going to leave them on the tray for a couple of minutes and then we're going to transfer them over to a cooling rack to cool completely. Alright, here's the finished breads. We've tasted a half of one. Look at how light and airy. They're very, very light and airy. I would recommend adding some lemon zest or orange zest or lime zest to the batter. And if not, they're a little bland. They're good, don't get me wrong. But I think I would put a little bit of real maple syrup, just a drizzle on top, and it would put it over the edge. So please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And remember, you do you.